HVAC stands for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Typically, it's made up of 3 systems, but with numerous functioning parts. Your furnace unit, which is in the inside of the home, the condenser unit, which is at the exterior of your home, and the air ducts that run through the walls and the attic of the home. Now, most people think the AC is just the little condenser unit at the exterior of the home, and unfortunately, that's not the case. It is a complex system of parts that work together, which ultimately cools and heats the house. But if it's not cared for, then it doesn't work. And that can be one of the most costly expenses you'll face as a homeowner. It surprises me when I ask someone, how long has it been since they've had their AC system serviced? And they say, never. That's a really horrible thing to hear, but I start to understand that most people don't know that just like an oil change or a tune-up on your car, you have to have your AC system serviced. If not, it could cost you anywhere from hundreds of dollars for repairs to tens of thousands of dollars for a new system. Now let's weigh that money against paying an AC company about $175 a year to come out twice and find small things that cost very little. That's preventing a big disaster. Let's start out here at the condenser unit. A couple of things that you, the homeowner, can do is 1, making sure that the vegetation is away from the sides of the unit. Cut the vegetation back about 10 to 12 inches to prevent it getting tangled up in the coils. Keep the fresh grass clippings off the coils. Now, one way to do this is to spray it down with a water hose. Keeping these coils clean will work wonders for your system. Another thing to look at is the insulation on the suction lines. I always see this insulation either chewed up from dogs or falling apart from the sun. This insulation can easily make the system work a lot harder than it needs to if it's not properly insulated. This is a simple fix. Just go to your local hardware store and buy some insulation and zip tie it every 6 to 8 inches from the wall all the way to the unit. Total cost, $6. Now let's take a look at the furnace unit. This unit has a couple of really important areas that you, the homeowner, can address that will prevent deterioration of the unit. The filter. This is one of the most important steps that you can do to protect your AC system. While a lot of filters are 90-day filters, I recommend you changing them prior to the 90 days. Always look at the filter package so that you can know when to change it. Easy fix? Yes. Total cost, $5. Now let's talk about the condensate drain line at the furnace unit. That is this white PVC pipe that comes from your furnace unit. Condensation develops on the evaporator coils inside the unit and it has to drain somewhere. So it uses this line, which typically goes to the exterior of the home. But due to buildup of calcium or algae, it tends to clog. A simple maintenance fix for this is mixing 2 cups of warm water and 1/8 of a cup of bleach. That's about 2 caps full of bleach. Or you can use a Drano type of cleaner and pouring it down the PVC pipe. Now, you want to pour it slowly. If the pipe is clogged, it'll back up on you. Now, if we've poured the mixture down the pipe with 0 problems, then we've performed our general maintenance. If it backed up, we know now that the line has to be cleaned and we've probably prevented a big disaster. Now, typically on 2-story homes or homes that have the furnace in the attic, you'll find a drip pan underneath the evaporator coils. This is a secondary device just in case the main condensation line clogs. If you have one of these, you want to look for a piece of PVC pipe at the exterior of your home, commonly found around your front or back door. If you see water coming out of there, then you want to immediately shut off your AC and call a professional. I recommend to all my clients that they need to regularly check their drip pan. Water can be left standing in there for long periods of time without you knowing, and the pan will start to rust. Sometimes it will rust so bad that holes will form in the bottom. At that point, drywall damage is inevitable. Now they do make a device, and I'm always recommending for homeowners that have the attic or a second floor unit, they're sometimes called aqua stops or floater switches. These will detect the water in the secondary drip pan and shut the unit off, preventing further damage. The reason I recommend these is because the majority of the time when I check the drip pan, some sort of debris has developed in it. Even the smallest amount of debris will clog a free-flowing piece of PVC pipe. It won't hurt you to just ask your professionals, how much will it cost? Probably between $100 and $150. Now, the average repair cost for a faulty drain line and drywall damage can easily cost you up to a couple of $1,000s. That's preventing a big disaster. Here's a quick tip. Did you know that here in San Antonio we have such high levels of humidity that it can and probably will cause cracks in your home? Never turn off your AC system in your home. When you go to work or leave town during the summers, crank it up to 78 or 80 so that the AC will still kick on, pushing the humidity out and condition the air that's in your home, alleviating unwanted cracks.